It's goodbye, United States Navy, and hello, Professor of Music, Bluefield College of Evangelism, and student of music, Concord College. I am finally taking piano lessons. No, not that. This. Mozart, Chopin, Debussy, and scales. All 12 majors and minors, 4 octaves, ascending and descending, both hands together like this. I hate it. I can't do it. I will never be able to do it. Mr. Donaldson, hi. I guess you heard that, didn't you? Yes, Glenn, I did. It's okay, don't worry. You can do this, just start slowly, like 40 or 50 beats per minute instead of 1,000. Get C major going slowly. And then gradually add the others one at a time until you're playing them all slowly. And then work on gradually speeding them up all together. This is your first attempt at playing scales. Work on it 30 minutes every day. Be patient. Take your time. I haven't got any time. This has already ruined all my hymn arrangements. I represent Bluefield College of Evangelism to our contributors. I direct and accompany the gospel ensemble, and we travel almost every weekend and perform in supporting churches. That's great, Glenn. Don't worry about performance. Enjoy it. You're good already, and you'll get this and you'll be even better. Some of my colleagues were amazed in your audition that you can play any classical music at all, what with your unique fingering technique. But I was impressed with your musicality. I can help you build the technique you need to support it. I have experience with this kind of thing. I can help you. Trust me. So I trusted. I put all my old arrangements on hold and practice only classical repertoire and scales. I play on student recitals. I accompany a soprano voice major in her senior recital. And in the midst of all this progress, my wonderful piano teacher resigns to accept a new position at a community college in Virginia. So I'm reassigned to Dr. Duchesne Cazdessu. He's French and new to Concord College. He is not impressed with any of the results of my self-study. Dr. Cazdessu conducts periodic master classes in his studio. His students perform and are encouraged to comment on each other's playing before Dr. Cazdessu offers his expert evaluation. In one such session, I'm at the piano, poised to begin one of my lesson pieces, and Dr. Cazdessu is called away from something. So I sit, waiting. Hey, Glenn! Do that piece I heard you playing in the practice room this morning. What? No, not that. Not here. It's just something I'm working on for BCE. It's not ready yet. Well, it sounded great to me. Hark the Herald Angels Sing, wasn't it? I loved it. Come on, Glenn. Play that for us, please. No Castus, dude? Sure, why not? And Dr. Castus returns, slips in and closes the door quietly and motions for me to continue. There's applause when I finish, but it dwindles abruptly in response to Dr. Castus's frown. My, Mr. Tate. What a lot of notes. Okay, people, who's next? I never play any of my material at Concord again. Hey, whatever happened to Foam Upon the Water? Am I ever going to get to play that again? I play my senior recital in the spring. Mom and Dad drive out from the Midwest, and Concord music majors are required to attend. And a number of BCE students and faculty members attend as well. I take no risks in my recital repertoire. It barely meets the basic requirements. A little Bach, a bit of Mozart, a trio of Mendelssohn songs without words. Something not too lengthy or too difficult by Chopin, and something moderate. Federico Monpou's Fête Lanterne, or Distant Carnivals. I just want to get it over with. Carnivals is finally finished, and I leave the stage during the applause. And when I return to take my final bow, my Concord colleagues in the front row noisily demand that I play Hark the Herald as an encore. They sustain the applause, and the BCE contingent joins in, do Hark the Herald, do Hark the Herald. I don't. I can't. Not here. I'm ashamed of my shaky performance, and I'm already way too rattled to attempt anything else, particularly if it's just a lot of notes. I leave the stage. My senior recital is over, and I'm glad. From now on, I only have to play for church and BCE, and that's just fine.
Reverend Tom Brown will serve as interim president until a successor to Reverend Granholm is named. A search committee has been formed.
No. President Granholm is why I came here in the first place. It will never be the same without him. A week or so before my Concord graduation, I take graduate school introduction trip led by the vocal music department head at Concord to his alma mater down in Mississippi. I choose graduate school and advanced piano study over staying on a PCE. The university grants me provisional student status pending subsequent audition into the School of Music, and we move again. We now have a girl, Leslie Ginnell. She's 2. Patrick is 8. Cameron is 6. And we rent a brand new 3-bedroom, single-family unit just a short walk from the university. I have a Bachelor of Arts in piano performance. I have a piano at home, and I am in grad school. Besides piano and voice lessons and classes in composition and opera literature, I accompany 2 voice majors, one of whom will present her master's recital in the spring. These are all requirements for the master's program in piano accompaniment. I'm preparing my audition for that program. We also drive 85 miles each weekend to attend a New Testament Christian church where I often play piano for worship. Okay, this all sounds really familiar, doesn't it? Here we go again. Do you notice anything missing? 7 years, and there's been no mention about that Liberace syndrome. Don't assume that it no longer exists just because he doesn't talk about it. We all know how those things work. I practice constantly, feverishly. Sometimes at home, but usually in one of the tiny practice cells at the university. The confident and consistent perfection required for graduate level piano performance eludes me. Hello, this is Glenn. Oh, hi, Becky. Yes, I called. Thank you so much for calling me back so quickly. Listen, I want you to get someone else to play your recital. I keep messing up in your rehearsals, and it's not going any better in the practice room either. I am not the one who should play for your recital. I'll just ruin it. What? No way. I won't even consider that. There's too little time for me to change accompanists now. You need to stop being such a pantywaist, Glenn, and get over your damn male commitment issues. You can and will play my recital. Is that clear? As far as I'm concerned, we did not just have this conversation. I play the damn recital. Becky is satisfied, and I'm acknowledged appropriately. Glad to have another hurdle behind me. But my graduate audition is a flop. Nothing goes right. The auditioning committee stops me before the halfway point in each of my 3 or 4 pieces. They've heard enough. It's over in a matter of minutes, and everyone but the dean leaves without so much as a parting comment. I'm in the dean's office for the faculty critique. Glenn, thank you for your audition. I know you've worked very hard, but we cannot accept you into this master's program for piano accompaniment. Your performance and technique are inconsistent with the levels we require. I feel you're owed an explanation and an apology. You completed your undergraduate piano study with Duchesne Castasek. He was here before he went to West Virginia, and we were glad to get rid of him. Some of your inadequacies are basic matters of technique that he should not have ignored. He did the same thing with students here. Really? Well, he's only the second piano teacher I've had in my life. I took my first piano lesson at Concord College when I was 27 years old. I'm self-taught. I know that, Glenn. And I'm very impressed with what you've been able to accomplish on your own, but you're just not ready yet for our master's program in piano accompaniment. This is a really tough call for us. I hope you understand. I'm sorry. I don't know how to understand something like this. Shakes my hand, tells me I'm not good enough, but he's sorry. What do I do now? Well, Glenn, how'd it go? Yeah, Dad, how'd it go? Oh, you look all down and discouraged. Hi, Daddy. Did you play pretty music for them? Did they like Jesus Loves Me? Leslie, they didn't want to hear Jesus Loves Me. They made me play other things, really difficult, and I didn't do very good. Okay, I'm not good enough for their graduate program. I flunked the audition. But Glenn, that's why we came all the way down here in the first place. Now what are you going to do? I don't know, Barbara. I have no idea. I'm a failure. No more piano for me. You are not a failure, Daddy. I love the way you play the piano. We all do. So does everyone at church. I know that, Cameron. But I want more than just playing for church. I guess I want too much. I'm going to call Brother Ray at church and talk to him. Hello, Brother Ray. This is Glenn. Have you got a minute? I just flunked my graduate audition at the university. They rejected my application for their graduate program in piano accompaniment. Oh, I could stay on and work on remedial material and re-audition, but I don't think I can ever meet their requirements. I'm not good enough. My music isn't good enough. Hell, I don't even know what my music is anymore. Oh, Ray, I know that. I enjoy playing for church, but I want more. More variety, bigger challenges, more audience than just 25 people in a house church. I get tired of playing the same old hymns on a clunky old piano that always needs tuning. I want to play a concert on a grand piano on a big stage for a huge audience at least once in my life, okay? I know. I sound like an egotistical brat who thinks he's another Liberace and no one takes him seriously. I don't know what I'm going to do, Ray. I have no idea. What? Preach? Me? Yes, I have 5 semesters at Manhattan Bible College and I studied preaching and all that stuff, but that was a former life. Sure, tell them about me if you want to. I have to go somewhere and do something. I have a wife and 3 kids to feed. Yeah, if they want to interview me, I suppose I can see that as God's trying to get my attention. Preaching is what I committed to back in junior high church camp. I suppose God could be calling me back to it. Yeah, we're coming up this weekend for church. Well, we could come tomorrow and stay over. Ray, only if you assure me it's not an inconvenience. Our kids love spending time with your kids. Okay. We'll see you later this afternoon then. Thanks, Ray. Bye. Well then, what did Brother Ray say? Leslie, he says we should get in the car right now and come on up for the whole weekend so we can talk. Oh, goody, Daddy, let's go. I'll get my jammies. See, everything's gonna be okay. I love you, Daddy. I love you too, Leslie. I wish things were really that simple. Back to preaching, huh? So much for piano and my master's fantasy. Maybe this will make Barbara happy. She'll finally get to be a preacher's wife. Mom, Dad, looks like your son may make a preacher after all. Just going to have to be careful about that Liberace syndrome. Maybe the homosexual question won't even come up.